Hello everyone, this is Genesis Reset back with another video, and I hope everyone is feeling fine today. As for myself, I am doing just great. Do me a favor, y'all hit that like button, it would be greatly appreciated. Now, today's lesson was inspired by me watching the movie Django, to which I know you have watched it as well. I have watched it several times because every time I watch it, it seems like it gets better and better. But one particular scene that stuck out that made me want to do a little bit of investigation was this scene right here when Mr. Schwartz was telling Mr. Candy that Alexander Dumas was black. And it caught Mr. Candy off guard because he didn't know that. To which also Mr. Schwartz also emphasized the fact that he named one of his slaves after the leading character in the novel The Three Musketeers, Mr. D'Artagnan here. Now, as you can see right here, this was the slave D'Artagnan who was eaten by the dogs from Mr. Candy here because, D'Artagnan here tried to run away. To which the name D'Artagnan was the leading character in the movie Three Musketeers by Alexander Dumas. So, he said you must have been an admirer of him because you named one of your slaves after this man character, the Three Musketeers, right? And that what made me want to do a little bit more investigation here. So if you can see right here, this is Mr. Dumas' dad. He was a general, a black general in the French army. I believe he was the first. And they lived in present day Haiti. And his mother right here was a African slave. So if you can see here, without a shadow of a doubt, Mr. Dumas was black. Furthermore, let's dive in a little bit more real quickly about the Three Musketeers here. Now, Mr. Dumas based his character off this guy right here, Charles de Blise de Castelmoule. I hope I pronounced that right in French or English. Yeah, it was based off this character here. Now, as you can read down here, Mr. Charles D'Artagnan, he wasn't able to join this elite group, but he befriended three of the musketeers, to which it was four of them, right? Here they go, Athos, Porthos, and Aramis. Right here, these was the three musketeers, which really is four because four is Mr. D'Artagnan, and he befriended them. Now, I remember growing up, I used to watch the movie Three Musketeers, and I used to like their theatrical flips and flops and en garde and whatnot, and they was always correcting the wrongs of the French government. So I found it very interesting, right? I liked it. And I was a young kid during this time. But one particular thing that stuck out, and this brings it home to this essay today, or this lesson, was the chant that they always said here. One for all and all for one, right? As you can see right here, Mr. Dumas has emphasized this model of this official chant. It is an attitude that's saying all for one and one for all. And, they would say that when they are about to do battle, right? And that's what kind of caught me, that little niche right there, that little saying, that motto, that verbiage has made me, just like, oh yeah, I like that, all for one, one for all, because I always play sports. And if any of you guys and girls ever play sports, you understand that in order to win, you must come together to do something, to have a final goal about something. Just like baseball, you got first base, second base, third base, right field, center field, left field, the catcher. And everybody plays their part to overcome a particular goal or obstacle in order to win, because you fighting against another team. All for one and one for all. In order to win, it's about winning. That's what it's all about. Your group winning. So with that being said, I want to show you something about Joshua here. Now, I'm not going to go into the lesson, but you feel free, and I wish you would go back. If you never saw this, here in Joshua is with Achan, right? Now, I'm not going to go into the whole story, but it is a very good lesson here and a very powerful one, that during this time, Achan and the children of Israel, he's from the tribe of Judah. But they was making a way over to smash a lot of these nations in Canaan, which is modern day Israel. So Mr. Achan here, he took something, that he ain't supposed to have done. So during the battle of Joshua and a lot of most of the 12 tribes, they lost. They was fighting these other nations and they lost. And they couldn't understand how they was losing because the Most High was with them. And so Joshua and some of the elders, they put dirt on their head. They fell on the ground. They feel like, we just dead men because we don't know what happened. Joshua said that maybe we should have been better on the other side of the Jordan River. So the Most High told him, he said, listen, you got an abomination thing among you. You need to get rid of. So Joshua, separated the families, of the 12 tribes, and come to find out it was the tribe of Judah. And within this tribe of Judah, there was one particular family, which was called Achan, right? So, make a long story short, Achan had something. He had some money on him, which he shouldn't have took. And he had some type of Babylonian garment that he had with him buried in the ground. So, make a long story short, the Most High told Joshua pretty much who it was. So they grabbed Achan, right? They grabbed his whole family, grabbed his brother, mother, sister, daughter, dog, the cat, and the rat, the cow, all his possessions, everything, from the rooter to the tooth. And they all stoned him, the whole 12 tribes, right? They put him in the middle, stoned him. Kids, babies, infants, it didn't matter. Mother, daughter, his whole house. Now, you may think that is cruel, but you're dealing with a divine God that says, don't do this. And plus, you must understand the significance of this. The children of Israel, the 12 tribes, are used by the Most High as a vehicle to smash all these different nations, without getting one hair on their head bruised, anything. They are being used to smash these nations. So you just get greedy just for this one thing, and you having everything given to you on a silver platter. But this guy right here, one guy thinking, or this one family, which spiraled out of control within his whole family and has destroyed everything within his family. That is a very powerful lesson, ladies and gentlemen. You might think that is cruel, but it is a purpose behind that, right? You are dealing with the living God who made everything. And you're going to do what you're going to do? Do what you want to do? No, it doesn't work like that. So you see, the chant of all for one and one for all. Trying to pull that up here. It's a powerful statement here. In Proverbs 6:6, the Father said, watch the ant so sluggish to become wise, right? Each ant has a form. Each ant has a different job to do. Just like an automobile, you have the alternator, you have the engine, wheels, arms, nuts, bolts. All these things make up a vehicle to go forward, to perform a certain act. Each 12 tribes have a different function. Judah, Benjamins, the Levites, Joshua, all of them have a different function, but they all have one God, which leads me to think about what we are talking about today is that, we got all these different type of deities that our people worship. But when the Most High come, you're not going to be able to do all of that. You see what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to worship all these different deities, just like, in the so-called New Testament. That is the most abomination of all. The Most High said that there is no Savior but Him, but yet and still our people, worship this Greek deity. The Most High said He tests us. he tests us to see that are you going to follow his law, statutes, and commandments, to which right now our mother is put up, but yet and still, you still have the obligation to say that there is no one but the Most High, but yet and still, many of us still want to have one foot in and one foot out, and thinking that you can be able to save your ass by worshiping everything. Like, yeah, I want to just cover my ass. Like, no, that's not how it works, ladies and gentlemen. That's not how it works. You can kind of BS your way. You can try to BS your way, but that's not going to work. I mean, all throughout all the prophets said the same thing over and over again. But many of us, we don't believe fat meat greasy. But you're gonna find out eventually. You're gonna find out. And then what you're gonna try to do is blame. You're gonna try to blame the preacher. All the preacher made me do it because you refuse to read. You want to worship some white man on a stick. Now he's black, and the Father said, "No, there's no savior but me." They got some dude talking about he walking on water. Paul said that he is he was just the law was nothing more than a tool master. The Father can make any and everything. It doesn't matter. The Father can make a Superman or Aquaman and all this other stuff. You don't worship that. The Father said, me. These are tests. These are ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, ladies and gentlemen. Just a test. Just a simple test. That's what got Eve, right? And also got Adam. Just as simple, just the simplicity of things, it just gets us into trouble. This is really so easy, y'all. We could turn this all around. We could turn this easily all around. Just get rid of that so-called, that New Testament crap and go back to the Father. That's it. Stop worshiping some white man on the stick, talking about he's the way, the truth, the life. Nobody goes to the Father but through him. What? What? Thinking I come to destroy the law, but I come to fulfill the law. You guys don't hear all the blasphemy rhetoric, this empty rhetoric talk of this book, of this Greek deity. This book didn't. All you got to do is just read, ladies and gentlemen. It's not really just that hard, but what it is that I think money behind it, your family behind it, your feminine mother behind it that looks at you and said, you better believe in Lord. They got the picture with, the white man, Jesus, and Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. You probably got that in your house or whatnot. A lot of this is spookism, to scare you. Just like the Democratic Party, what's going on today. Trump, he's the boogeyman. He gonna, the whole world gonna fall. The sky gonna fall when Trump's getting in. These are scare tactics, ladies and gentlemen. You are grown men and grown women. And the Father said, there is no Savior but him. I mean, stand on that. The Father can make any and everything to test you. You're like, nope, I'm not going. Just like Isaiah, right? Remember Isaiah had his son? And he was about to smoke him? I remember Abraham had Isaiah. He was like, oh, the Father like, don't do it. Because, Abraham about to do it. About to be like, hey, look, you about to be sacrificed. And the Father like, hey, look, that's it. It was, this is a test. And Abraham passed the test. Right? Really simple, y'all. I got plenty of lessons, man. Plenty of lessons to get you guys to really understand the Most High. And we can activate him. His holy covenant. And that's what it's all about. Our ancestors have broke his holy covenant. And we are paying the cost for it. We are paying the cost for that. The things that are happening to us is what our ancestors have done, to which our ancestors have not they have not foreseen or really ignored about the payback, about what was going to happen for the seed that is between his legs and her legs. We are the offsprings of that. And the Most High understands that. He knows that. And he knows what's going on. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. And I just want to say that motto, all for one and one for all. We can easily do this, y'all. We can easily turn this around. If you just leave that money alone, because money can't feed you. You know, money can buy some stuff, but money is an inanimate object. Money cannot feed you. Food feeds you, right? Money can't get up and take you to the store. Money cannot get up and put food in your mouth. Money cannot drive you here or take you there and nurture you and make love to you and none of that. Money is an inanimate object, but we give power to that. You are the power, ladies and gentlemen. You. And this is what the Most High is saying. Like, hey, listen, you have free will, right? You have free will to do that. You have free will to get back to the Most High. You know, you got that option, right? You have that option. And that's what it is. The Most High don't want robots. You know, just like these other nations. Why do you think these other nations do what they do? You know, they able to do these things. You know, they are like robots. But the Most High didn't want that. The Most High didn't put a battery in his back with you. The Most High said, I'm going to see what you're going to do. You know, that's love. You do not have a motherboard or a chip in you. You are free to do what you want to do. That's why we're so creative as a people. But the Most High is like, let me see what you're going to do. You know, let me see. I'm going to put some tests out here for you. I'm going to, throw some obstacles out there for you. You know, ain't like a gyroscope. You know, I'm going to see if you're going to be a self-correcting Israelite group. Who out there are on a self-correcting Israelite group? You, the tribe of Judah. Don't know which tribe you're from, but we know the tribe of Judah makes up, Judah, Benjamin, the Levites. Self-correcting, y'all. Let's self-correct ourselves. Stay away from things that the Most High says that there is no Savior but Him. Now, if we understand that, we can be all for one and one for all. And with that, peace out.